All right, let's jump right in. We're going to talk about something huge today, how to get your English pronunciation sounding, really natural, really confident.
You know that feeling, right? You've got all these English words in your head, you can read, you can write, but when you go to speak, it just doesn't sound right. Something feels off. If you've ever felt that, trust me, you are so not alone.
So, where do you even start? I mean, seriously, there are so many words in English. It can feel like you're just lost in a giant dictionary. How are you supposed to know what to practice to actually make a difference? But here's the thing. What if there was a shortcut, a smarter way to do this, a method that's actually backed by data that helps you focus on the stuff that really matters? Forget random practice. We're talking about a targeted approach.
And it all kicks off with this massive number, 1 billion. That's billion with a B. It sounds kind of crazy, right? But this number is the key to everything we're about to talk about.
So what is it? Well, researchers at Oxford University took on this huge project. They analyzed over 1 billion words from books, articles, websites, you name it. They were on a mission to find out what are the words we use the most, day in and day out. This isn't just guesswork, this is real, solid data. And you know what they found? Get this. Out of that giant sea of words, it all boils down to just 100. Yep, only 100 words make up a huge chunk of everyday spoken English. Think about that. If you can nail the pronunciation of just these 100 words, you're going to see a massive, immediate change in how you sound.
Okay, so this is where we get to the real secret sauce, the reason this works so well. It's not about what these words mean. We all know that. It's about the sounds, especially the vowel sounds packed inside them. And I can hear you now. But wait, words like the and of, aren't those super easy? I mean, they're the first words you ever learned. But here's the kicker. These simple words are actually where most people make the trickiest pronunciation mistakes.
To put this into perspective, let's look at this. A language like Spanish, for instance, has about 5 main vowel sounds. Simple, right? But British English? Oh no. It's got 12. 12! And getting those sounds just right is absolutely crucial.
And that is the secret. Those top 100 words, they are absolutely loaded with all 12 of these vowel sounds. So, when you practice just those words, you're not just learning 100 words, you're actually training your mouth to make all the core sounds of English. It's like a workout for your pronunciation.
All right, so we know what we need to practice. The big question now is, how? Well, there's a really simple technique that is incredibly powerful, and you can start using it like right now. It's called the imitation technique, and it is exactly what it sounds like. We're not just talking about repeating a word. We're talking about really listening to a native speaker and trying to copy them, exactly. The sound, the rhythm, everything. So how does it work? It's a simple little loop. Step 1, listen to the native speaker. Step 2, repeat the word out loud. Step 3, and this part's really important, listen to the native speaker again to see how close you got. And step 4, repeat it one more time, trying to match it even better.
Okay, enough talk. Let's actually try this together. Right here, right now. I'm going to say a couple of tricky words from that top 100 list. I'll be the native speaker, and you just follow along with the imitation technique. Ready?
All right, here's the first word. Just listen. Of. Okay, now you say it. Good. Now listen again, really close. Of. Your turn. Try to get it exactly the same.
Awesome. Let's do another one. This one can be tricky. Listen. With. Your turn. Now, listen again. Pay attention to that TH sound at the end. It's soft. With. Okay, one last time. Really focus on that ending.
You know, another tricky thing you'll find in this list are homophones. These are words that sound totally identical, but they're spelled differently and mean different things. For example, listen to this. There. Sound the same, right? Or how about no? No. Exactly the same sound. Nailing these with the imitation technique is a game changer for speaking clearly. So that's the whole idea. This is your path to sounding more fluent. It's not about practicing a million random words. It's about smart practice. Focusing on what works so you can get huge results without wasting your time. So let's just quickly recap the game plan. Number 1, focus on those top 100 words. Number 2, through those words, you'll master the 12 key vowel sounds. Number 3, use that imitation technique every day.
And number 4, be consistent. That's the real magic ingredient.
Look, if there's just one thing you remember from all this, make it this quote. It says it all. The absolute best way to sound more like a native speaker is to imitate other native speakers. It's that simple. It's not about grammar rules, it's about listening and copying. That's your most direct path. So, I'm just going to leave you with this thought. We're not talking about needing hours and hours of free time here. We're talking about maybe 15 minutes a day. So, what if just 15 minutes of this kind of focused practice could completely transform your confidence when you speak English? Just think about that.